everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Liz. This is Budget and Balance. It's where I'm sharing my health and wealth journeys, budgeting, debt payoff, saving money, and some health stuff and anything else. If you're new here, I'd love it if you join the community by hitting subscribe. I'm giving away $250 when I hit 2,500 subscribers. I'm not telling you guys how I'm doing that exactly yet. I'm going to wait a little bit, but I'm so excited about what I decided to do. I'm recording this on Sunday, and I was going to post about my side hustle income, and I thought, okay, well, I didn't have time. I'll post it Monday morning. Here I am trying to record about my side hustle and realize I never put the numbers on my little cheat sheet on the side. So let's talk about sinking funds today, and we'll get to side hustle income and goals later in the week. Here we go. Into my sinking funds. First, let me explain to you. Over here are my categories. This balance to spend. Where does that come from? Well, I do track my spending. So here in March, like for example, I have $9 I have spent on Diet Coke and coffee so far. I put $10 into the sinking fund back February 21st. So I have $1 left in that category. Over here in the middle, I do have some columns hidden. That's why it jumps from March to August, but these are all my paydays for the year. And what I'll do is put how much money from that payday that I'm transferring into my sinking funds account. And then what we're going to do today is allocate it to each of the categories. Over here on the right, total deposited is how much I have deposited, just a running total for the year for that category. For the year so far, I've put $10 into Diet Coke and coffee. And then over here, even further over, is the goal. This is just saying that I don't need to spend any more than $240 on Diet Coke or coffee for the whole entire year. Okay. If I get to that point, I need to stop. Some things like my car at $1,500 as the goal. I don't think I need to have more than that available for my car at any given time. So if I should happen to have more money than what's listed under my goal, it will just go to emergency fund. I'm kind of playing with things here, making adjustments as needed. Also, you should know that my husband and I do have an emergency fund. That's a joint emergency fund. Okay, from February 21st, I had $10 for Diet Coke and coffee, $108 for dining out. So now that went back to $0. In gas, I had $49, $166 for groceries. So basically everything, all the money that I had spent is now being covered by this money. $70 for car, $25 for Christmas, $25 for the buyback program, $22 for entertainment. Health is getting $225. Just a little thing on the health. I know I told you guys I started seeing my therapist again. I will see her next week. I'm excited about that. I had also set aside money for physical therapy, and I'm not sure if I told you guys why, but I did quit physical therapy with the people I was seeing. The physical therapist I'd gone 3 times. The first time, the physical therapist made comments about how teachers shouldn't have been paid during COVID, even though we were working. The second time I went, she said the same thing, and then said that we have too much time off and we don't get paid. That the parents should be paid a salary because they have to do homework with their children at home, in addition to her COVID comment. And then the third time that I went to see her, and I was kind of feeling like, okay, is she just going to talk about this? I tried to change the subject. I tried to speak my mind. She cut me off. But the third time that I went, she said the same thing about COVID, that teachers didn't deserve their salary. And I said, well, we were working. And she said, well, I was actually the one doing your job teaching my child. So that was her opinion on that. She felt that we have too much time off, that we have the whole entire summer and all the weekends and all the holidays. And we do, but we also have a lot of other work to do. And she felt that we have too much time off. We get paid too much. And she ends up having to teach her child things anyway. So I was like, you know what? If you have that opinion about teachers, I'm not going back to you. There's other physical therapists. I will find one and I will continue to work on that. But the exercises she did teach me, I have been doing. So, and it's been going great. So I don't think I'm going to go back. So that 225, which is now a balance of 147, that is just going to sit there. Home has 72. Personal beauty has 24. And work gets 104. So that's $900 from my February 21st paycheck. On March 7th, I transferred $75 to my sinking funds, but I didn't allocate anything. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to do 10 for Diet Coke, 20 for dining out, 40 for gas. I'm going to do 5 for car maintenance, and that takes care of that $75. I do have a new plan for April when I do my April budget, but I'm not going to share that with you guys till I do my April budget video. Okay, March 21st, I sent holy cow, I can't believe I'm saying this, $1,100 towards sinking funds. I did take a look and I played with the numbers, made some decisions about where I needed to put money. And so that has already been done. I'm going to show you that now. And then also just know that at any time I might make a change. Okay. But this is a little bit flexible here. Diet Coke and coffee, $10. So if you look over here, my balance is $21. I feel like that's plenty. Dining out is getting $50. The reason I went with 50 here instead of 20 is that I have spring break coming up with my next paycheck. No, I have one paycheck before spring break and one paycheck towards the end of my spring break. I know that I'm going to be doing stuff for spring break. Oh, and also Easter is around that same time. So I just need extra money there. And then gas is getting $40 as well. I plan to go to my brother's house for Easter. We're finalizing the plan. But I'll definitely be going for Easter at some point. Groceries is $100. And although most of the groceries come out of my husband's budget, I'll pay for little things here and there. Like if I forgot tomatoes, I'll pay for them out of this budget. And then like when I go away, any groceries I buy when I go away will come out of this budget. So I go to my brother's house, I'm probably going to pick up some drinks or something that will come out of this budget. Miscellaneous, I put 10. Car maintenance, I do have $75 here, so we're going to add 50. That gives me $125 towards my sinking fund for my car, which I will need to do an oil change. Probably next month. Maybe on spring break, I'll get an oil change. Christmas gets 10 and the buyback program gets 25. Clothes is getting 10. Entertainment, 25. Events, 25. Gifts, $100. My brother's birthday is in April. I already know what I'm going to get him. So it might come out to like $105, but I'm going to leave this at $100. Let me take a break to hydrate. Giving and donations, $50. Health, I'm still going to put in $50 for health. Okay, holidays, 20. Yes. Home, 100. Household, 50. Home is like home decor, garden stuff. Oh, and thank you so much to Becky. Becky at the Good Kind of Midlife Crisis, my friend. She saw, was it the Budget Mom had a Friday freebie and it was planning for your garden. So Becky sent it to me and, I definitely need to use it so I don't go overboard this year. Household, on the other hand, is like maintenance things like, I don't know. What would I need around the house that's maintenance? My husband is usually the one that looks at that, like light bulbs, salt for the salt, what is it called? Salt for the water softener, things like that. Luna and Orion are getting $20. Fun fact, it's already been spent. Miscellaneous is getting $25. So this $30 for my nibblings. It's $10 each. So there's 3 of them. So that's $30. And this is money just set aside for any kind of spending I might do on them, separate from the savings account and separate from Easter. I am hoping to pay for my Easter trip from my side hustle income. That's reselling, YouTube, and Teachers Pay Teachers. Hopefully I can earn enough money between now and when I go away to pay for that whole trip. We'll see if it happens. Personal and beauty is getting 50. I need to get some new makeup. Self-care is getting 50. Shopping is getting 50. Work is getting 50. And vacation is getting $100. That is all of my sinking funds. So you can see my balances. I have about, oh, look at that. $1,234 in my sinking funds. And yeah, that's my balance. The reason I do it this way is I can see my balances when I look on my phone. It's real easy for me to see if I have to make a decision, like if I'm out shopping and I want to pick something up. If I have room in my shopping budget, then I can just check and say, yep, I can spend that money. I don't want to carry cash for this. I want it to sit into a savings account. If it earns interest, that will be really great. And I just think this is how I'm going to track. Like I said, it can be flexible. For example, when I go away for Easter, if I don't make enough money on my side hustle income, $20 isn't going to cut it. So it's going to have to come from somewhere. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So here it is, sinking funds. That's what it looks like. And then the next paycheck will be, I think, the first week of April. And then we'll take a look at this after that paycheck. All right, guys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Check out my links down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.